everybody, Natasha with Natasha's Scrapbook Corner here, and today I'm bringing you my project. It's a lace book that I created for LeLe Lineca. She's gonna receive it in her birthday rack. The story behind this book is, first I've seen a Donna with PrimaDonna. I do believe PrimaDonnaCrafts. She did the tutorial on how to make a lace book out of doilies, and she literally was sewing, showing how to sew 2 pages together, 2 doilies, and they have quite a lot of holes in those, so it was kind of tricky, but she managed in several videos. She managed to shoot a very nice tutorial, very clear to understand and absolutely amazing. The second video with the absolute mind-blowing Shabby chick book was done by Bunny, sassyscrapper. Hi Bunny. And I decided that, and there were so many after. Miss Garden Grove made one, and several other people did those lace books, and I know my friend Virginia. She is in a process of she's one of my Skype sisters, and she is working on a humongous project for all of us. She is making those lace books for each one of us. So that's gonna be like wow project. She showed us a sneak peek. It's absolutely breathtaking and amazing. So let's come back to this project, and I contacted Bonnie for quite a bit of time ago, and I asked her how she created her book, because within Donna she shows you a tutorial step by step, where Bonnie, she showed her finished book, and it was sold on her Etsy shop just like that. So it was gone. I didn't even whoa, but it was amazing, and I will gonna include the link below for sure, so you can check those projects out. So I contacted Bonnie and asked her if there is any tip that she can give me, because I never approached this project before, and she was absolutely beautiful and amazing. She talked me through everything. She gave her vendors where she gets the supply on eBay, and just absolutely darling. Thank you, Bonnie. So what I liked about Bonnie's project rather than Donna's, which absolutely amazing as well, that the thickness of the pages, that you can stuff the pages with this stuff. So therefore I decided to make one, and I talked to LeLe before, and I said, LeLe, would you mind to be my guinea pig with lace book project, because I feel comfortable to send you something that you can adjust. She's gonna be very comfortable with adjusting this book. So this is kind of like a raw lace book. It's not really finished, so I left the pages open. I left the front open for her to alter it to her likings and the theme she will choose. I don't know if it's gonna be mother or son or grandparent. I don't know, whichever she chooses, that's okay with me. So that would be kind of project from two of us of this book, and I think she's gonna be she's gonna like it. So I think it's looks like LeLe, feels like LeLe type of book. So make a story short, this the front and the back, it was a table runner that I folded in half, and I purchased a lot of doilies and a lot of runners from eBay. So I didn't dye those because I'm unfortunately ran out of time, but because I have white and cream off-white going on in my project for her birthday, I thought that the mix of the white and cream, you know, and other colors would be really nice. So what I did, I folded it in half and I stitched it, you know, like a page around, so that I would have at least, you know, so it wouldn't fall apart, you know. So then let me show you the book binding in here. I decorated with, I tore the pieces of muslin. Well, actually, it was leftovers from her bloomers, you know, those cut-offs. So I just rolled them in this wild rosettes and sewed them together, and put the running pearl, you know, stitch the pearl on. It's all hand stitched on the book. I didn't use the glue. So, and this is one of my laces from my store. This couple laces here, I tied in the bow. Right in here. So those absolutely matching this book, so I thought that's just absolutely cool. And I used the lace from my stash, and I used some vintage lace in here that I purchased from the thrift store. And this lace is a little like sturdy, it's not that soft, and that keeps the shape of the other ribbons in here. And of course the pearl string, where is that? It's somewhere there, the pearl string. So yeah, it's all creates that look of, yes, you absolutely right, look of LeLe's flower. Yes, if you are following LeLe's videos, she is famous in Europe for her, well, Europe and YouTube here for her LeLe's flower. They call it LeLe's flower. She makes those out of doilies. So if you're not familiar, please check her out. I will include the link below to LeLe's channel as well. So okay, and because my theme was a little bit shabby with the cream, white, and black, and on all LeLe's projects I am using the satin ribbons and the black satin ribbons and the off cream satin ribbon as well. Okay, so let's open the book. I'm trying, you know, I'm kind of a little bit nervous. So to secure the ribbons inside, I hand stitched those with the doilies that I purchased from the paper bag lady, Julie. Yes, thank you, Julie. And I hand stitched, you can see a little bit of, you can trim those off. So yeah, so, and that opens like this. And the front page is, I created the rosettes in there. You see, in the muslin, I used the muslin, and I stitched it all together, and I put the vintage lace on both sides, on top and on the bottom, and there is the rosette in this corner as well, and this doily is wrapped around the page, and it's stitched on sides here and creates the pocket, so she can use it for memorabilia or something. She can stamp on it. It's soft and cushiony, so she can open the book and absolutely stamp on it. And I will show you, I did a little bit of stamping here, but I didn't want to go further because I'm not sure which theme she will choose for this book. So if you will open the book, this is the other page. Let me zoom out a little bit for you guys. So, and again, to keep it in one theme, there is this rosette, and I backed it up with the doily, with that vintage doily, and again the same pocket on this side, and yes, lace all over the page, like on front, on the bottom, and on top. So, and this is vintage doily that I purchased from eBay. And this page is printed cotton with some script, and I've been to Joann's, and they had the basket with the cuts, you know, little pieces left from the big pieces, and they had this whole bin 70% off on sale with, and when I saw a couple swirls of this cotton, I just grabbed it because it's absolutely gorgeous. You can use it on any project, and when I came home, that was it, that meant to be in this book. So I put the lace on top, and I created the Shabby flower, and I used the trim, you know, on the bottom you can see it's gathered circle. That is the side trim of this printed material, you know, those borders. So I gather it around to create like a base for the flower, and then you've seen those flowers so many times, and I have the tutorial for you as well. I made this lazy flower, but I seen this idea from Gisela Lavish Laces, where you fold in it off. That's the first one who I seen it, but I seen lately from, you know, a lot of people. I think Trisha Little Shabby Chick does that, but the first that I have seen that's Lavish Laces, Gisela was making that. And I love to use a gauze or tulle in my creations. That you know, gives that fluffiness to the material, you know. And then I layered the doilies, so that's the flower, and it's not really bulky, but it's still fluffy enough, and the book gets thick. Yes, it's layers absolutely fast. So and when you flip it open, there is the next page. Yeah, lots of stuff going on in here. So that's the scripted you know, material, and I hand stitched on the applique, and there is a lace around the top and on the bottom each page, and I gathered the lace in here and then just round the stitch on the top with my sewing machine. So it's just gathered, but you know, it's kind of like a pocket, but it's not gonna hold anything. It's just gathered lace, vintage lace. And let's get back here. That is the flip page, and when I was sewing this flip, I incorporated this little trim in there just for decorative purposes, and I stamped the Tim Holtz book, what is it called, cover, the large book cover. I love this stamp, and I bought it for some projects which I cannot find anymore that I want to do, but that's nonetheless. So I was thinking, because it's a book, and book can theme very well with any album theme that LeLe is gonna choose. And of course, this black cute bows in here to merge it with the other projects that I am making for her birthday, and you probably have seen those. And yes, this is the muslin that I purchased from the Walmart. Nothing fancy, just regular thin muslin, and it opens. Maybe I can turn, hold on, let me loosen the camera. Oopsie. Yeah, like this. Can you see? Yeah, I think you can see. So yeah, and it opens, and I actually wanted to hide that seam, but then I said, well, no, it's fluffy and it's not gonna go loose. That's the side of the material, and I left it open like that, so I just stitched it on top. Then in here you see a little bow created from the scraps of the muslin that I was working with, and I just pulled the strings out. So, and another vintage white lace that's sturdy one that gives the shape. I'm sorry. And I sewed the pearl on the bow in here, and I added the pearl string in here as well. And this is the applique that well, so many people were giving me appliques lately. Leslie, Texas girl, 104, and Roseanne, Roxy Car 11, and I purchased some appliques from Kesu 1616, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure which one, because I put all appliques together. So if you girls recognize your applique, please let me know. Yeah, and as I said, I hand stitched this applique on the page, and you can see what I was trying to do. I was trying to hide the seam binding, and it's just I ran the stitching, you know, like the machine stitching. So I sewed in the middle. That is my book binding. You know, I just layered the whole schmack together, all pages together, and just ran the stitch together. So that's how this part looks, the middle of the book. So let's go next page, and this is another side. Okay, again, the same gathered lace. It was very wide lace, so I just folded it in half and just stitched it on. So, and this is the one, that's not vintage heart, crocheted heart, but it is a crocheted heart, and that makes a pocket so she can put some stuff in there. And of course the cute little black setting bows. Yes, you're screaming on the screen. Yeah, so, and I thought it's just came out really cute, really cute. Or maybe they are vintage. I got some, you know, I'm not sure. So I purchased it as I said, everything from eBay, and it's not just the same. Yes, it was eBay, and it opens like this. And this is, I wanted to stamp in here maybe Paris or like these hats. Then I said, no, not really. I'm not sure which theme she's gonna choose. So yes, and so that's the page. And one thing, the main pages, they stuffed, they cushiony. the sides, they do not have the insert inside. They're just material folded together, otherwise book would never close up. Okay, we are getting to the last page, and let me bring it over. And the last page is one. I want it to be pretty. I'm so proud of myself. So the last page is plain, and I created another shabby flower with a folded off side, and on 4 of the folds I stamped the music notes, and that's how it came out. So it's like layers and layers, those off folded muslin, and each square I pulled some strain off so it would be more fluffy and fuzzy, and of course the doily came out absolutely perfect. Thank you, Julie. And this is the cover. Okay, so this is the end of the book, and you close it like this, and again it's double-sided with you know, the ribbon secured with the doily. And yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. That's all there is to this book. And yeah, if I will pull all the strings out, so I created those rosettes and I ran the pearl string on it, and the rosettes are smaller, so it's really cute, cute kind of shabby vintage book, even though it's not a lot of vintage stuff in here, but it feels like vintage. So I hope LeLe likes it, and I hope you guys like it. And that was my first approach, and while I was working on a project and I was sharing with some of you, everybody was screaming like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing, I want one, my birthday is then and then. So yeah, so please leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.